What if I told you that the account of your sins and virtues from millions of lifetimes, the heavy burden of your deeds, can be wiped away in a moment with just one knowledge? Think about it. For this, you neither have to donate lakhs, nor observe any difficult fasts, nor go on any pilgrimage. The essence of the Vedas, the crown jewel of the Upanishads, points to a direct and infallible path that goes beyond all of these. This path is that of renunciation. But this is not the renunciation you might be thinking of. Today, we will reveal the deep secret of the Kaivalya Upanishad, which says that liberation is attained neither through actions, nor through offspring, nor through wealth, but solely and only through renunciation. And this very knowledge frees a person forever from the fear of death. Today we will learn about the power of Kaivalya, which the great Adi Shankaracharya also called the pinnacle of Brahman knowledge. We will also understand how only a true inner renunciation, a correct understanding, can free you forever from this endless cycle of birth and death. So let's begin this journey. Kaivalya Upanishad, Revelation of the Supreme Secret. The Kaivalya Upanishad comes directly to the question that arises in every human mind at some point, without any introduction. Is there a sure way to get out of this cycle of birth and death, this swing of happiness and sorrow? And the Upanishad's answer is just as straightforward. Yes, absolutely there is, but it is not a shortcut that passes through any temple or ritual worship. This path is that of Brahmavidya, the supreme knowledge that in a single moment connects your small sense of I with the infinite consciousness of the universe. This declaration of the Upanishad is nothing less than a revolution. Neither by actions, nor by progeny, nor by wealth, but only by renunciation have a few attained immortality. That is, not through actions, nor through children, nor through wealth, but only through renunciation have a few rare people attained that immortal state, that is, immortality. This statement is a direct blow to thousands of years of rituals and worship. It clarifies that liberation is not attained through external actions, social responsibilities, or accumulating money. The renunciation mentioned here is not about changing clothes or leaving the house, but the renunciation of the sense of mine residing within the mind. It is the renunciation of that deep attachment which binds us to things, people, and ideas. Kaivalya Upanishad, Soul, Illusion, and Brahman. Now the question arises, if we give up this inner sacrifice, then what are we freed from? The answer is from the bonds of illusion, a delusion that has held us captive. The Upanishad beautifully explains that our soul, which is pure consciousness, passes through three states: waking, when we are awake, dreaming, when we are dreaming, and deep sleep, when we are in deep sleep. The interesting thing is that in all three conditions, the soul only watches the different plays of illusion as a mere spectator. As long as we firmly believe that I am this body, the fear of illness, old age, and death follows us like a shadow. We imprison ourselves in the jail of the body and consider every pleasure and pain of it as our own. But the moment the sun of self knowledge rises, when the realization becomes certain that I am not this body, I am that pure consciousness which is everywhere, which has neither birth nor death, which is immortal, then the dense fog of illusion, that veil covering the truth, is lifted in an instant. You realize that you are the screen on which the movie of life is playing. You are not the characters in the movie. That is why this immortal line from the Upanishads awakens us deeply. The self is present in all beings, and all beings are in the self. Seeing this, one attains the supreme Brahman. There is no other way. Meaning, when you begin to see yourself in every living being and every living being in yourself, then you attain that supreme Brahman. There is no other path besides this. This is not just a philosophy, but a state of changing consciousness. When the distinctions of good and bad, self and other, disappear, and the same light, the same soul is seen everywhere, only then does the door to true liberation open. Kaivalya Upanishad, the true face of renunciation. As soon as we hear the word renunciation, an image of a sage dressed in saffron robes who has left home and family to go into the forest comes to our mind. The Kaivalya Upanishad breaks this misconception and explains the true inner form of renunciation. The Upanishad says that renunciation is not about changing clothes or place, it is about changing one's mindset and perspective. You can be a renunciant living in a palace, and you can be a great indulger living in a hut. The moment the feeling of claiming ownership, the grip of this is mine, loosens in your mind, that is the beginning of true renunciation. In fact, this renunciation is the science of rising above the three qualities of nature: sattva, goodness, rajas, activity, and tamas, inertia, which govern our mind and actions. When your attention, your focus, shifts away from this perishable world to the imperishable, ever existing Supreme Soul, only a sense of witnessing remains within you. You watch the drama of life, play your role in it, but do not get entangled in its characters and events. In that state, no sin or virtue can bind you because actions occur at the level of the body and mind, but you become free from the sense of being the doer. And when you are not the doer, how can the fruit of actions bind you? Kaivalya Upanishad, the role of the Guru and faith. This Upanishad contains a very beautiful dialogue between the Guru and the disciple, which illuminates the path of knowledge. A disciple says to his Guru, Guruji, I have performed severe penance, meditated for hours, read many scriptures, but I have not even caught a glimpse of that soul. The Guru smiles lovingly and says, Child, at the door of the temple of supreme knowledge stand two guards. Their names are faith and meditation. Faith is the key that opens that door, and meditation is the light in which the soul is seen. That is why this Upanishad prescribes a definite sequence for acquiring knowledge. Firstly, faith devotion, meaning unwavering trust in one's Guru and the statements of the scriptures. This is not blind faith, but a deep confidence, like that of a patient in a doctor. Only when this faith becomes firm is continuous meditation possible. And it is through continuous meditation that yoga, the union of the soul with the supreme soul, is achieved. This is the direct and sure highway leading to self knowledge. Kaivalya Upanishad, the path of practical practice. So, how to begin this great journey? This Upanishad tells us some very practical practices that anyone can adopt in their life. The first practice is the attitude of witnessing. Amidst the day's activities, at least 5 times, pause for just 1 minute and remind yourself, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am the calm witness observing all of this. This small practice will gradually free your consciousness from the slavery of the body and mind. The second practice is nirguna meditation. Sit in a quiet place daily for just 10 minutes and focus your consciousness on the feeling of I am. Do not add any story or analysis to this. Whatever thoughts come to mind, do not fight them. Just let them come and go like clouds passing in the sky. The goal is to empty the mind of thoughts and remain only in the pure sensation of being. The third practice is the resolution of renunciation. Just before going to sleep at night, when the mind is calm and receptive, repeat a small but powerful resolution. From today, I will not attach my happiness and peace to any object, person, thought, or outcome. I resolve to live detached, that is, without any clinging. These 3 exercises seem very simple in appearance, but if you do them honestly and regularly, their results will surprise you. You will find that within just a few weeks, your unnecessary anger and irritability are calming down. Your sleep has become deeper, and a fountain of peace and happiness is flowing within you, which has no external cause. Kaivalya Upanishad, the profound meaning of the verses. Let us understand the 2 powerful teachings of this Upanishad in simpler language. The first immortal statement is, the entire world of waking, dreaming, and deep sleep that appears is known as Brahman. Realizing this, one is freed from all bonds. Waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. These three states and everything experienced within them are all the play of illusion. When I fully realize that the Brahman element illuminating all these is my true self, I become free at that very moment from all bonds, sin, virtue, karma, and the fear of death. This means that our true nature is beyond these three states. We are the one who knows these three. Like the cinema screen on which the film of happiness and sorrow plays, but the screen always remains clean and spotless. This knowledge is liberation. The second immortal sentence introduces the true nature of the soul. He is Brahma, he is Shiva, he is Indra, he is the imperishable supreme sovereign, he is Vishnu, he is Prana, he is time, he is fire, he is the moon. That supreme being is Shiva. He is Vishnu, he is Prana, he is time, he is fire, he is everything, and this is my true form. This line is the greatest assurance for a seeker. It indicates that when self knowledge is attained, there is no distance between you and God. The God you worship is not separate from you, but is your true self. The awakening of this realization is liberation. Kaivalya Upanishad, an example in modern life. A few days ago, a gentleman working in a large IT company shared his experience. He said that even after practicing various types of meditation and yoga for about 10 years, the work related stress and mental unrest in his life remained the same. They were advised to adopt only one resolution from the Kaivalya Upanishad. I associate not with the fruits of my actions, but only with the sincerity of performing my actions. Surprisingly, after just 2 weeks of practice, their message came. It feels as if someone has poured the nectar of peace inside me. Last night, when I returned home from the office, for the first time, there was no argument with my wife over anything. This was just a small change in perspective, but its impact was profound. This is the magic of absolute knowledge, which changes your inner world without altering external circumstances. Kaivalya Upanishad, the solution to your questions. Hearing this knowledge, it is natural for some questions to arise in the mind. One question is this knowledge only for renunciates? The answer is absolutely not. The Upanishads clearly state that you can attain this knowledge while living a householder's life, along with your family and your job. The only condition is that you perform your work like a worship, without worrying about the results. Another question arises. Is it possible to walk this path without a guru? The answer is, it is possible, but very difficult. It is like setting out to find an unknown and large city without a map. You might reach the destination, but it could take years, and there is always the risk of getting lost. A guru is like a living Google map for you, who understands your weaknesses and strengths and guides you accordingly. One final question. How long does it take to reap the fruit of this knowledge? The answer depends on your faith, your belief, and your practice. But the great saying of the Upanishads assures Sanana, meaning the moment your awakening is complete and true, that very moment is enough for liberation. If today's words are touching your heart, if you hear a deep calling within yourself, then continue this knowledge, yajna. Share this video with those friends and family members who are in search of deeper meaning in life. Subscribe to this channel because we bring such priceless secrets that can change lives for you. Kaivalya Upanishad, 7 resolutions for life transformation. Let us take 7 sacred vows to make this knowledge a part of our lives. I will consciously remember at least 3 times a day that I am not this body and mind, I am that pure, wise, liberated soul. I will do all my work with complete honesty and hard work, but I will not tie myself to its results or success failure. Once a day, I will remain silent and thank that supreme power or my guru who has given me this life and this understanding. Before going to sleep at night, I will think for 5 minutes that nothing in this world is mine, and I too belong to no one. I am a free soul. With every breath I take, I will try to feel that silent mantra, Soham. I will not blame anyone else for any bad experience in my life. I will try to understand that every experience is a mirror of my own mind. I will connect with this stream of knowledge and inspire others by sharing my spiritual experience with them. Kaivalya Upanishad, supreme flight through firm determination. When you sincerely and consistently incorporate these 7 resolutions into your life for at least 1 month, you will be amazed to see the changes within yourself. Whether you get a promotion at your job or not will become a minor matter for you. Whether your relationships improve or not will no longer trouble you. You will feel a deep peace and steadiness in every situation. Why will this happen? Because by then you will have made the center of your life not this changing world, but the ever unchanging God. And whoever is established in God cannot be shaken by any wave of the world. Kaivalya Upanishad, the ultimate stage of surrender. The Kaivalya Upanishad ends with the supreme assurance that whoever understands this knowledge of Brahman and incorporates it into their life becomes one with God and attains immortality. Here, being immortal does not mean the body is immortal, but rather being completely free from the fear of death. And when the fear of death itself ends, every moment of life becomes a celebration, a festival, and a joy. If today a small lamp of this festival has been lit within you, then this is the perfect time. Spread the light of this knowledge, share it with all those you care about. And if you feel ready for this journey of sacrifice, write in the comments, I am ready for sacrifice. We will include the names of all such seekers in our special prayer list. So, this is the wonderful truth of the Kaivalya Upanishad that liberation is obtained neither from mountains of deeds nor from treasuries of wealth, but only from the awakening of the single knowledge, I am Brahman, which washes away the bonds of your infinite births, sins, and virtues. Next time, when your mind starts to cling to something, a person, or an idea, remind yourself renunciation is not about giving up the object, but about letting go of the attachment held in the mind towards that object. Do not just listen to this knowledge, live it. Then you yourself will feel that the cycle of birth and death, which the whole world fears, cannot come to you either. Our conversation today ends here, but the true journey of your soul begins from here in a new direction. Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. All this is indeed Brahman. With the realization of this supreme truth, we offer our respectful salutations.